These two desks were in the movie The Firm.
John Grisham's office looks a bit like a movie set, decorated with props from the films made from his legal thrillers.
And the door?
That was Susan Sarandon's law office in The Client.
When's your boss coming back?
Why, may I ask?
The Client is the story of a lawyer.
I'm Reggie Love.
Played by Susan Sarandon in the 1994 film, she represents a boy who may know where the body of a murdered U.S. senator is buried.
No, we gotta make our deal before we tell them where the body is, and then just keep our fingers crossed.
So first we gotta be sure the body's even there, right?
Suspense like this has helped Grisham sell nearly 300 million books.
You still get excited to see the hardcover arrive?
Sure. Every time. These came in 2 days ago.
The Whistler, the tale of a corrupt judge and an Indian casino, is the latest thriller for the author who's had 28 consecutive #1 New York Times fiction bestsellers, going back to the Pelican Brief in 1992.
Here's the cool stuff, the foreign editions.
How many countries are you published in?
We're up to something like 48 or 49 languages.
It's been quite a journey for Johnny Grisham Jr., as he was called at South Haven High in Mississippi. The son of a cotton farmer, Grisham would earn his law degree from Ole Miss.
This is your first business card?
Yes, back when I was a hungry lawyer. My little office in South Haven, Mississippi on State Line Road.
Your clients were mostly what?
Anybody could pay a fee. It was always, and I had a hard time saying no to people in trouble. I really had a hard time doing that, so I took a lot of cases I shouldn't have taken just because folks needed help, and when you do that as a young lawyer, it's hard to make a buck.
To make an extra buck, Grisham started writing.
Why did you think you could do it?
I didn't know if I could do it. I knew I was going to try. I used to walk in a bookstore like this and see all these books on the walls, and I would say, who wants to hear from me? You know, what do I have to add to all this?
Where did that bug come from? Because you hadn't really been writing before.
I had never written anything, and I had never studied writing. My motives were pure. I had a great story. It
was as simple as the story.
As simple as the story. It was a courtroom drama that I sort of fictionalized, and that became A Time to Kill.
It would take him 3 years, during which time he was also serving in the Mississippi State Legislature.
Were you a good legislator?
That was terrible. I had the highest absentee rate of any freshman legislator. I got sick of the job. I wrote a lot of A Time to Kill at the state capitol in Jackson, Mississippi, hiding in little committee rooms, killing time, waiting for legislation to come to the floor.
It's not exactly a blockbuster when it comes out.
Oh, it was a total flop. They printed 5,000 hardback copies. I bought 1,000. We couldn't give them away. I sold them out of the trunk of my car for several months at libraries, just trying to unload the book so I could pay the invoice.
What made you go back and write another one?
Well, I had a great idea, or an idea that I liked a lot.
We keep each other's secrets.
I like that.
The Firm, the story of a young lawyer who uncovers the dark side of his firm when 2 associates are murdered, went on to sell 7 million copies.
Just had a little chat with the FBI.
Even before the Tom Cruise film was released in 1993, Grisham quit politics and the law to write full-time.
It changed my life. Everything was different after that.
I don't get the sense you've ever missed practicing law.
No, I never have. And again, I've been out of it now for 25 years.
But you go back to it in your books all the time.
That's the best way to practice law, is writing about it and not having to be in the courtroom.
9 of Grisham's novels have been made into movies, most of them very successful.
Stephen King told me 20 years ago, he said, you know, get all your money up front, kiss it goodbye, and expect it to be something different. If you don't like that, don't sell it.
Right.
You know?
You financed one of your films.
Let's don't talk about that one. It almost bankrupted me.
It did?
No, well, it cost a lot of money. It was this brilliant idea I had for a Little League baseball movie, and it was a total flop.
We're cheating, okay?
We knew what we were doing when the season started. Can't stop now.
His baseball movie Mickey may have struck out, but Grisham built a real-life field of dreams.
We started construction in 1995, opened in 96 with a couple hundred kids.
After moving his family to Virginia from Mississippi, he couldn't find a place for his son and daughter to play ball.
And that's why I got mad, and here we are.
In a cow pasture 20 miles from Charlottesville, he built 6 ball fields, started an independent league with 20 teams, paid the umpires, and even painted the lines at times. Are you still the commissioner?
I am the commissioner. Owner, I'd love to give it to somebody. Still write checks to support it. It does not cover the red ink, but I didn't build it to make a profit, I promise you that.
For 20 years now, hundreds of Little Leaguers have taken the field every spring.
Must have been pretty proud of that.
Still proud of it. Still proud of it.
You'll find his son's name on a plaque here at Cove Creek Park, but not the author's. Grisham keeps a low profile in his adopted state.
What made you come here?
Well, we didn't know anybody. That was the attraction.
Really?
we were looking for a place to hide.
The 61-year-old writer isn't kidding about hiding. Our interview stopped suddenly when a phone rang in a back room.
The secretary used to answer it. She's gone. And she's not being replaced.
John Grisham still likes to see his name on a dust jacket, but nowhere else.
The voicemail was full the first month after she left, and I have not answered the phone since. 32 months ago. I'm at a point in life where the people who matter can find me, and nobody else can. I mean, my friends and family, the ones who need me, email, all that kind of stuff, cell phone, and nobody else can find me, so it's kind of nice.
And you like that?
Oh, I love it, yes. I'm not going to live any other way.